Good evening, friends of the Leaf. Hope everybody's doing good. I've been kind of absent from the fray a little bit in the last couple of 3 weeks, and had a lot going on. Been really busy, and then of course a lot of you know that my wife's dad suffers from Alzheimer's, and we've really had some turn of events in that situation in the last couple of weeks, and we managed today to get him into a rehab facility, albeit short, probably a short stay. It's a beginning, for us. So we hopefully on the right track to beginning to get that situation under control a little bit. I know she's had her hands full, and I've tried to be there for her as much as I can, and and try to help her keep the restaurant going. And anyway, it's been a long uphill climb the last 2 or 3 weeks. But anyway, it's that time of year again. Find this where the camera is on this thing. I'm still on the tablet, but it's that time of year again for top fives or top tens, and I wanted to stop in and do a brief top five with a couple of 3 honorable mentions. I'm smoking tonight a blend from Governor's called Breakfast Blend, which is one that he put together. It's very similar to Lane Limited 1 Cube, but it's, in my opinion, it's a little bit more creamier and got a little bit more prominent black Cavendish in it than the 1 Cube. But anyway, I'm smoking it in my golden freehand that was gifted to me by a couple of years back from Uncle Raggy Ragsdale. Go by and check Uncle Raggy out. His channel is called Raggy Ragsdale. He's from over Vicksburg, Mississippi. Good Southern gentleman. Okay, let's get her started off. Coming in at honorable mention, now mine's going to be a top 5, but coming in at honorable mention is a blend from MA's called Golden Delight. Now this is a Golden Cavendish, and this changed from last year a little bit. This is what I've been smoking, several of the blends that I've been smoking this year. I still go to my old standbys, the Wall Streets, the H.H. Old Dark Fired, but these are kind of my favorites for this year, and I try to get into different tobaccos. I still got the old standbys, but I try to get into different tobaccos through the year. And this is what's been really going on with me this year. Golden Delight, which is a Golden Cavendish, comes in with an honorable mention. The next in line for honorable mention is the only English that is in the lineup this year, and it's a Rat Rays product, and it's Rat Rays Red Rapparee. And this is a medium English mixture. Good looking blend. And this came recommended by our friend Guy Witherspoon. This looks like it's got a lot of prominent Cavendishes in it. But it's a good, smooth, medium, mellow English blend. And rounding out the top, which I don't remember exactly where this placed in my mid-year top 5. It may have been number 1, but it's failed to honorable mention. And that's the McClellan's from their premium aromatic Mellow Mac. This is an absolutely fantastic blend, and good taste of honey, and it says perhaps pecan. Some true honey flavors coming out in this nice aromatic. All right, getting down to the top 5. Coming in at number 5 is one that I picked up from Governor's. It is Eric Nording's Hunter Blend Labrador. Let me tell y'all, This is one of the finest aromatics I have ever smoked in my life. Classic blend of smooth, fragrant black Cavendish, mellow burley, and sweet Virginia, enhanced with a light caramel hazelnut note, rich and satisfying. The hazelnut, oh, this is just, I could sit and smell this. Matter of fact, just about every one of these coming up, I could just almost use for room deodorizers. And the black Cavendish is super, super prominent in this blend. And it's so good, I'm spilling a little of it, and I don't want to lose a single flake. But this got a good tin note, super good room note, no complaints with this. Anybody you smoke this around they're not gonna have any problems with it. The hazelnut is prominent. The caramel is not super prominent, but just a little hint of it. But it's a very, as it says, rich and satisfying. You won't have any complaints out of this one. None at all. Burns good. I can't say enough good about that. So coming in at number 5 is the Eric Nording's Hunter Blend Labrador. They've got one Retriever that's good too. All right, coming in at number 4 is one that's also this year that's new for me. From the Drew Estate lineup is Drew Estate Central Park Stroll. And I've smoked 7th Avenue Blonde. I've smoked, well, of course, Meat Pie is a very strong English blend. This one has notes of chocolate, vanilla, and some caramel too. I would say the chocolate is a little more prominent in this one. This is a beautiful, dark, rich looking tobacco. Surprisingly, pretty mellow. It's rich, but yet a little mellow too on the palate. I tell you, the tin note, that Labrador has it beat, but on flavor, this is good stuff here. It's another one you won't have any problem with on your room note. So coming in at number 4 is Drew Estate Central Park Stroll. Coming in at number 3 is one that was a sleeper for me, was sent and to me, and I can't honestly remember who sent it, and I'm ashamed to say that. But it's just one that has slipped. I'd have to go back and watch some old videos. I didn't send this tin because I liked it so well. Matter of fact, this is the second tin I've ordered of it, and I've never been a huge Dunhill tobacco fan. But this Elizabethan mixture coming in at number 3 is absolutely wonderful. Now there again, you're not going to get the tin note out of this that you did with like the Labrador, but the flavor on this one is just, it's what I would call a complex flavor, and which it changes throughout the bowl for me. I mean, you get several different nuances, and for this thing, and it's got fine and dark Virginias, and this is primarily a Virginia with a touch of Perique, but your different flavored Virginias do come out in this. Like I say, it makes it a very complex smoke. And the Perique is very subtle, and of course, being from Louisiana, you think, well, if you're from Louisiana, you gotta love Perique. Like if you're from Louisiana, you gotta love Tabasco sauce, and I do. I eat a lot of Tabasco sauce, and I cook with it. But I don't necessarily care a whole lot for Perique. I like it in smaller doses, and this, I finally stumbled upon the right amount, the right blend with a little Perique in it that makes this a perfect smoke. Like I say, the tin note is nothing special. The room note, you're not going to have any complaints out of it, but it's not going to be one of those that are going to say, oh, what's that? What is that you smoking? You're not going to get no complaints out of it. But I'm telling you, your flavors throughout this thing, the way it smokes, the complexity of it changes throughout the bowl. You're very pleasantly surprised with this one. So coming in at number 3 is Dunhill Elizabethan mixture. Now here's another one that was a sleeper for me that it's a Drew Estate product. I really didn't think it would be. I didn't go into this with a lot of high hopes of anything special, and it blew my socks off. And that is Drew Estate Toasted Black Cavendish. I picked it up. I bought this from Governor's. I said, well, it's just going to be another Cavendish. I do want to try it because I want to kind of been on a Drew Estate adventure this last few months, trying to try as many Drew Estate products as I can on their pipeline up. I said, well, I'll try this one next, but I didn't have a lot of, Cavendish is what it is. Well, it came in number 2 this year. And when you open it up, you're thinking, this is going to be just a real black. Well, it's not. I mean, look at the, it's got Virginias and Burleys. Let me read on the back and see if it gives a little bit better description. Mild and flavorful blend of toasted Cavendish with notes of vanilla and fire-cured tobaccos. See, it's got the golden Cavendishes and whatnot in it too. But you think that it's going to be just a very dark black tobacco. It's not. Now this one, flavor note, is one of the best I have ever had. I mean, it's and what I like about it is its subtleties. It's not an overpowering. It's not it is a sweet Cavendish, and it, like with the Dunhill Elizabethan mixture, it's complex and it changed for the better. This one stays the same for the better. You get the same. I mean, you're dealing with a premium tobacco from the get-go on this, and anybody sitting around you they're gonna ask you, man, what are you smoking? It smells absolutely great. 10 notes fair on it, but the flavor, this is one of their best tasting Cavendish I have ever tasted in my life. So coming in at number 2 is Drew Estate Toasted Black Cavendish. Now, coming in at number 1 is a blend that you're gonna have to make a call here locally to get. And this is one that my buddy Friday Ellis has put together at Governor's. He and the guy that works for him has been telling me, man, you got to try it, and I never did. He said, well, it's so much. It's similar to a 1Q, but it's so much better. Matter of fact, its base tobaccos are not Lane Limiteds. I think he said they were McClellan's. Well, I said, well, okay, I'll try it one day. And I tried it one Saturday, and I was just absolutely amazed. This thing has some beautiful, it's got Burleys, it's got Virginias, and it's got Cavendish. You hold it up beside Lane Limited 1Q, and you can't hardly tell the difference. This is Breakfast Blend from Governor's. And 10 note, room note, man, I have had more compliments out of this. My wife just loves it. Has complimented many times on how nice it smells. Don't mind me smoking it in the vehicle. I mean, the whole deal is just I can't say enough good about this, and I was just blown away with it. I just thought, well, okay, yeah, it's just going to be another 1Q. It's so much better than 1Q, and 1Q is the top-selling tobacco, they say, in the country, maybe even in the world as far as aromatics go. But like I say, this one has no Lane Limited products to my knowledge in it. I think the basic base is McClellan type tobaccos that he's using. So look, y'all give Friday Ellis at Governor's a call. go ahead and gamble on you about 4 ounces of this. It's that good. If you like 1Q, you'll never smoke 1Q again if you try this. I promise you on that. All right, well, friends, I appreciate y'all joining me for another 15 minutes here. That's my top 5 with a couple of runner-ups. A little different than my mid-year and a little different from last year. And try to keep it interesting. I'm going to get this downloaded, and I'm going to come right back at you with my year-end top 5 cigars. Y'all take care. Have a good one. As always, God bless you. And Merry Christmas, too.